Hey lovers of game and story, I'm your host Bob Sparkle Doom. And we're diving back into day 13 of the blueprints. Just wanted to do a quick single day run because I just needed to populate my, what do you call this, room board with the rooms that I was missing so that I can start adding all of the new stuff that I've found to the board, and then I'll do that at a different time. But for now, just had to add all of these so that I know where they fit in and make sure that I actually had all of the little pictures, the ones you will see right here. So I'm just making that on a board. So before we go in, let's go to our outer rooms and see what we picked today. And because of the sauna, we've got an extra 20 steps today. I don't think you can see it here now. But we found the sauna on the previous run, so I have an extra 20 steps. And we've already used 2, which is fine. On the way back, it will be another 2. Okay, hovel, shelter, root cellar. I don't have the root cellar. So while I am doing this, I think it will just be quicker for me to take these pictures now. And just do this. But I don't forget about doing that afterwards, which I have been forgetting about a couple of times. So this rooms in your house will more likely contain dig spots today, which is fantastic. Ooh, okay, this is cool. I've wondered how everyone kind of fits in here. This can be its own board. Maybe I should make like a nice picture and get everything in. There we go. So we've got Baron Thomas Sinclair, Baron Orval, Lord William Epson, and Lady Ashlyn. And then we've got Herbert Sinclair here. And Lionel Epson. So I, for some reason, thought Herbert and Epson. Oh, he's like the grandfather. Or uncle. Sinclair. Simon Sinclair and Mary Epson. Yeah, the bottom. Is Mary Epson our mother? Why am I so confused at the moment? I have to go check precisely what's going on here because I didn't have it on a board, so I couldn't study it very acutely. What do we have here? Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories name Marion Marigold was last seen by a M. Friday getting into a carriage. Oh, that's probably the part that was cut off in the one that I couldn't read. No sign has been found yet. So there's more going on here. And there's like a bunch of dig spots here if we're lucky enough to find a shovel. I don't think I see anything else in here. Just want to triple, double, quadruple check. No, and I don't think we can eat those. Okay. Let me quickly rename these. Just so you can see what I am working on. So this will be root cellar. It's basically just a quick episode so that I can run through the stuff here. And then maybe on the weekend add all the missing stuff. So this is family tree. I'm gonna say this isn't in the root cellar. Oh no, I can just add a new folder. Which one is the nice one? This is the nice one. Okay. Family tree. Okay, wait, it's got the same name. Delete. Rename. Family tree. And then this is missing snippets. And then we can quickly add a new room. New folder. And that's going to be a root cellar. So I can add these snippets in there. Move to cellar. Can't see what I'm typing in. It's kind of just off screen. But it's just so that it doesn't take up the whole screen. the whole time. Okay. So, more dig spots, I think it said. So, if we can find a shovel, that would be fantastic. Hopefully this day doesn't end super quick. Oh, it's still open. Actually, I'm so excited. I was so bummed when I had to end the day and this was closed, but it seems like the water stays out. Fantastic. Let's go see what's in the well. Let's go see what's in the well. Well, something like basement door is locked. Okay, there's a basement here. Do I just get a normal key and can go down? Let's go get a key and come and check this out. Maybe we need like a special key, like the basement key or something, but I have no clue. Because that was the first time I see that. I was so bummed. I was literally coming here and then it fades out and I'm gone. But we have that now. Okay, let's get back in. Okay, so since I made the most progress last time by going through here first, I'm gonna do that again. I can put the chapel here, but I feel it's gonna lose a lot of money. Let's put that hallway here. Hallway doesn't have anything in it, except that little note. Corridor, sure. Mailroom. Do we have a package in the mailroom? Do I want to open the package now? Yes, let's go open the package. I want to know what's the package. Package. Oh yeah, it is. The Sinker Company. Customer's copy. I don't... Okay. We've got a sleeping mask. And some other stuff. I thought I needed to take a picture, but apparently that's not important. So I'm just gonna delete that one. I don't think there's anything else in here that I can grab, but... Okay. We've got a sleeping mask, so we've got more steps when we go into rooms. Yeah, fantastic. And bedrooms, I mean, specifically. Okay, let's see if I can go this direction. Bedroom will cut us off. That's okay. Let's get the guest bedroom. Everything will be cut off there. Sometimes there's something in here, but seems not this time. I know we've got like all the steps, but are we going to be able to use those steps? I don't know. I'll just have to see. Okay, so I can... Let's go entrance hall. I'm thinking den. Den is a good one. Another gem. I really want to start laying out where all of these chess pieces is, because I want to see if they're connected to the chessboard in some way. Luckily today we don't have to do all of the drawing. So I made some progress with the drawing puzzle, which you can see here. So I'm quite sure that's cracks, 8 saves. I have no clue what that is. I think that's also 8. I'm assuming that could be gates. And the rest I also don't know. There's some of them I couldn't figure out yet, like this. Fingers, thumbs, grain, batch, sheath, I don't know. Not sheath, something. Yeah, it's a sheath, isn't it? I don't know. Doesn't matter right now. Okay, so let's open up the bedroom here. We could do storeroom, get the key, and see if we can go down. Let's do that. I really want... Look at all of these places we can go and... uncover. Okay, let's go quickly down and see if we can use this key and if we need a specific key. I don't know. I don't know if we need a basement key. We just... all of those steps that we got now are going to be used very quickly. Okay, let's go check. I'm excited. I hope this key works. Okay. Use. Okay. Key does not fit. So we need a basement key. Okay. So I'm gonna take like a picture of this. And then this would be... well, basement door. Interesting. So the water actually filters through there. That's interesting. So we kind of want to leave this open, meaning we don't want to fill with the pumps until we get a basement key. Okay, okay. At least we now know we need a basement key, but I kind of assumed that. I'm thinking through the den. We only have one direction to go. If this ends up being super short, I might just do a second room. I was so excited when I saw everything that I did in the previous one. We're gonna go drawing room. Because in the last two episodes, especially in the last episode, I just saw everything. That's how it kind of felt. This room's so big, you would imagine they would leave keys here for you or something. But it is a useful room nonetheless. Okay, let's go this way. Give me a shovel. Kitchen doesn't have shovel, but kitchen can tell us what food we might need. Nuka's key. Kind of want to redraw. Get the commissary. Actually, I want a closet. I'm hoping for... okay, that's not what I'm hoping for, but I'll take the stuff. Took the closet just because it's anyway on the end, so I think we should be fine. I think we have to take the chapel. Chapel will give us the most maneuverability. Unless we take the secret passage. I think secret passage. And then... let me think what kind of room I want to go to. I just want to double check there's nothing else here now. Okay, so from what I can tell, this is blue rooms. Purple is bedrooms, hallways. So we haven't seen all of the shops, but I'm scared if I take a shop, it's just going to close us off. But I also kind of want to see what shops there are. So we can do... we can also do green rooms, because I haven't seen all of the green rooms. Maybe a green room, rather. Pick the green thumb book. Cloister I have not seen. Cool. So, courtyard. Upgraded room. I want to upgrade more rooms, but I don't see many options. Okay, this is pretty nice. Except for that, which I can't go through at the moment. I'm hoping the rest isn't locked. How do you go in there? What? I don't understand this, because I can't jump. Is there a way to get in here? This is odd, because I can't even click on that. But maybe those are, if you've got the shovel, it will still work. This is weird. Okay, but I'm gonna take a picture of this, because this is maybe interactable. And then at the same time, let's take a picture of the roots, not the root cellar. This is a green room, and it's the cloister. There we go. Taking all the notes. Taking all the notes. What do I have here? Gonna. There we go. Okay, that's a cloister. We already have 2 new rooms. That was a mistake. And then statue. I don't think I saw anything else in here, but I'll take a second look. Okay, so this needs a new room. New folder, which is gonna be the cloister. And then from the cloister, I will put the statue in there. Move to cloister. Get out of my face. You beautiful statue. There we go. Okay. Just want to check up here if there's anything I'm missing. Because that is like pointing up somewhere, but there's nothing there. Okay. This can't open, that I know. Let's see if we can go through here. I want to see... Conference room. Or garage. Garage is interesting, but it's not gonna give us a spot to go back, so I'm gonna take this. There's nothing here yet. So, conference room, when I spread items, it comes over here. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, a veranda. I haven't seen that either, so let's go. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay. Oh, amazing. That's gonna help a lot. A shovel. I love that. Oh, it's because this room probably only comes here on the sides. So there is something that I wanted to check while we are here. And this, we can go check on my rooms canvas over here. So you can see rich soil. We've got, I think, rich soil here. Yeah, we've got rich soil here. I wonder what that kind of means. Like, is it that you're more likely to find a green room in these spots? That's what I'm wondering. Soil survey. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil. Survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching higher ranks. I suspect that the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. Okay. We've got an answer there. So we've got a veranda. Don't think the veranda has anything else in it. Just rename that quick. Found a lot of green rooms. 2 green rooms. Okay, let's start digging. A turnip should prove to be nutritious. It's like the game wants us to be able to move around a lot. Alton can. Okay. Could have said nothing, but I'll take the Alton can. And a key. An ordinary key. Well, ordinarily I like keys. Can't drink some water here. Is it worth now to go back and... Yeah, I think so. So, how do you get... That's so weird. I don't see anything specific that would allow me to get in there. Let's look around. I thought I was just not able to access those because I don't have the shovel. It's not the case. Like, you can't jump. At least I'm quite sure you can't jump. No. There's no jump button. Does this somehow open at a certain time? Also don't see anything that suggests these can move, but I might be wrong. Because here, I thought I saw a seam somewhere. Might be imagining it. Yeah, I'm probably imagining it. Can't dig that. That's such a bum. Such a bum. Okay, so we can go dig in the storeroom. And we can go dig outside. And we've got all of the steps, so let's go use that. There's nowhere to dig here. No. Just checking. Just checking. Let's go dig. Diggy diggy all. I think in another life I would have loved being a dwarf in the tunnels. I don't know. For some reason I get excited about games where you can go dig tunnels. Why do I not play games like that on the channel? Probably because I think it would be boring for other people to watch, but I might very well be wrong. So, entrance hall. And then we go out again. We've mostly been outside, I think. Actually, I'm wondering, there aren't any other dig spots around the house, right? I can't remember there being. Yeah, let's go dig in here. There was a couple of dig spots in here as well. Old shoe. Okay. I'm picking up all of the useless dirt. A coin, I'll take that. Another turnip. Make sure that we're not wasting our steps. Another coin. And another key. Okay, I think that was worth coming all the way back. I do kind of want to go check out in... What was it? The apple tree orchard, if there are any dig spots there. I don't know. But it's worth checking. You can also just look down from here. There are dig spots down there. Okay, that's not going to allow me to look down. Let's see. I don't think I see any dig spots, but they might be hidden somewhere. The only place that I think might have dig spots is the orchards. And I don't think there are, I just want to double check. I don't see dig spots around here. But who knows? It's worth double checking, triple checking, and quadruple checking. For instance, back here, this could have been a place for something to be dug up. But it's not... no, I was right. Conservatory, dug up a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the conservatory to your draft pool? Just the rarity of floor plans in your house. Yes, please. Hey, look, we made progress. That kind of did look like a dig spot. Diggy dig spots. Okay, cool. Nothing else is screaming to me dig spots. Let's go check out this side. I totally almost missed that as well. Okay, I don't think we can cram our shovel in there. No, again, let's move. This game gets more and more fascinating the more stuff you unlock, and that's something that is quite enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. I don't need to adjust that. I don't think you can get anything in here, can you? What's that? Why can't I pick that up? Can't crouch. We have read that. Okay. At least we found something. We found a new room. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's get back into the house. So this was gonna be like a short and quick one, but so far I've been enjoying myself running around and finding new stuff even outside, which I'm super happy with. That makes me wonder if there's like a dig spot down there. Let's go check. Be thorough. Be super thorough. Plus we've got all the steps. I don't think I'm gonna be using all of the steps. Quite sure I can't go in here. I wonder if the sledgehammer can break this down. Next time, if I get the sledgehammer, I should come out and test that. Sorry, birdies. Don't think there are other places to dig here, but you never know. And I don't think this has changed, right? This looks very much as deep and dark as it did last time. Again, maybe the sledgehammer. Or if we've got some kind of tool to bring fire. And the weird thing is, it said you can't bring stuff out of the house into the house or vice versa, but we've been doing this the whole time. I swear I read that somewhere, like in the beginning. Okay. Okay, cool. And this is unlocked. I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. Hopefully we find the basement key at some point. Birds. Why does it feel like there's weirdly a puzzle right in front of me? Birds. Probably not. Let's move file to entrance. You never know. These games are crazy. These games are crazy. Okay, let's continue. We only have one path to take, which is back here. None of the other rooms should have a place to dig. I don't think the mail room had somewhere to dig. Okay, let's go on. Yeah. It was a good decision to go through the secret passage. So I want to know, why can't I get in here? This room puzzles me. Would something about this room change? But I can't think what would change to allow us to get in. Let's check. No. Just looking for seams again. But the problem is you won't always see seams. Unless it's the right lighting. Okay. Ignore that. Let's go through conference room. Use a key. We've got a couple. Not all of them. A drafting studio. And we can't go see it now. We've got a wine cellar, which I haven't seen yet. And it's got 3. Okay. Don't know why, but it's weird that there's 3 different colors here. A tube and a tub. That's the E. Do you think I have this room? Just double check. Rooms, drawing puzzles. E, yeah, tub and yeah, we've got that one. Let's see if I can click on any of these. You know, like sometimes they open up some weird spots. Like an extra door or something. I just get turned around. I'm just checking if any of these randomly open a door. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. And those are too high. Hey, a dig spot. Turnip. Another dig spot. Another turnip. Okay, this game doesn't want us to stop walking. Yeah, but there's something interesting about this. Okay, so this room is the wine cellar. Let me grab this. Wine cellar. Not wind cellar, wine cellar. Wine cellar. Maybe they did win some prizes with their wine that they would bring. Okay, and then that was like an emblem. Like a, what's it, like a crest? It's called a crest. And let's create a new room. New folder, and this is a wine cellar. And then I'll move that. Like, if I could show you guys what I'm doing, I would, but the problem is it will take up a very big part of the screen, so I've kind of hidden it off to the side. Move file to wine cellar. Plus, the more rooms I found, the less often I need to do that. I don't think there's anything else here. Just this. Something to click on here, right? New. Doesn't seem like it. What's interesting about this? 2. MC. What does MCC stand for? CCX. That's like a date, but I'm not sure what the date would be. to numbers. Let's check quickly. Roman numerals MCC X333 represents the number 123. Let's write that down. So we've got MCCX123. So I know X3 is like 13, but CC then is at 200. So C is 200 and M is 1000. So that is 1213. I just don't know my higher Roman, what do you call it, Roman numerals. Okay. But that might be something that we can punch in somewhere, so I'm gonna keep that. 4-digit code. Not like that other useless one that I've never found a place to punch in, but hey. It happens. Okay, we can't go in here yet. I don't have the security room now. Even if we have the security room, we might not be able to get in there. Gymnasium. We've got a lot of steps. I think I'm gonna put in gymnasium. I don't want to re-roll yet. If we can put the gymnasium's power off, I will. See if we can get back. Passageway is amazing. It's a bit expensive. Okay, let's go back. Boiler room? What do you do in the boiler room? Bedroom, but boiler room is power source. Boiler room. Let's go check out the boiler room. I haven't seen the boiler room before. I wonder if this will allow us to get the... What do you call it? What do you call that thing? Yeah, in the foundation there is a thing, the elevator. I wonder if you can use it to get the elevator down. Some coins. Nothing. That looks complicated. So is this sending power to specific sections? Because I don't know what is going where. Let's see, I can go over there. Come over here. What's up there? And then this goes into this thing. Let's see what we can do. What would this be? I have no clue. Let's play around with these. Seems like there's something up there. What is this? This is an interesting room. Yeah, let's just check it out from upstairs. So we've got a door here. This latch might come down, allowing us to go in there. Or just access another door. Which isn't important for us, I think. But let's see if we can do the puzzle anyway. Oh wait, unless we want to get up here. Because that seems to go around. Okay, let's see. No clue how this works. Let's try this first. Okay, now there's something going up there. Okay, so that's for that one. It doesn't bring this down. And this is powered. Okay, let's put this off. I don't want steam coming out and then burning me. Okay, let's try just this one. Oh wait, you'll have to go around for that. Does that keep? No, it doesn't keep it. Where does this go? Is that... Okay, that might open it up for us. Okay, cool. Let's go check that out. Might just need a key. No. Need something else. This is an interesting room. Just dropped into more puzzles and more puzzles. So I think that's going around there, yeah. That's going around here. It will leach into there. Okay, so I think just I don't know if this is necessary, but this is like me maybe being pedantic. Then that goes back. That's kind of annoying. Let's see what this does. Oh, you're not gonna get burnt. Okay, that's fine. I was just gonna do that again. Wait, now that thing is moving. Okay. Maybe if we do that quickly. Okay, that's... I wanted to stop when it opens up the space so that we can interact with that other thing. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, does that allow us? Okay, we can do that. Okay, cool. Now this is open. Let's move that over here. Now we've got that coming down. Okay. Let's use it so long because we've got access to it. And then now we can turn this one on. So I want to make sure we're not going in the red. Okay, what's up here? Huh? Activates. I think we need to get all of the power in here. What does it do? I wonder if this drains the area downstairs, maybe. That would be cool. Like the underground. What do we have here? Can we open this now? Looks like it. Come. I think we have to worry about this, but I'm not sure. Okay, that is open, so we can find another way to get back here. That is on. I think I want to take it that direction. I don't care about that, I think. I wonder what that is. I want to get the power in here. That's what I'm thinking. Can I go around? Nope. Let's go back down. And then I don't have to care about this one again, so let's get power through here. I think it needs to open there. I think it would be this one, right? Yeah. And that goes up there. And then this we can bring back. And then we can go around. Okay, let's go see. Does it have all the power it needs? I think so. Yeah, it's activated. So, what on earth does this do? I'm not sure. But it reroutes power somewhere. I'm just thinking, like, what rooms would need power going in specific directions? Should we do the center one first and keep it like that? Or should I do the auxiliary ones on the sides? I'm standing like this. I have no clue. I have no clue what... I don't know how to do the puzzle, but I don't know what am I supposed to do here. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Hey, we've got the security room and the gym. Fantastic. And we're out of that noisy ass room. Noisy ass room. So what I want to do is bypass the security. I don't have a lot of keys left, so let's see if we can bypass the, if we're lucky enough to bypass the security system. Return. I want set security level to high and then change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm settings. Okay, and then I'm gonna hope for the utility closets. Hey, we got the utility closet. Amazing. And then I can test the other puzzle as well. Man, the more you know in this game, the further you can go, and it's kind of crazy. Okay. So gymnasium can go off. I don't think we have to worry about the garage. And then key entry system can go off. Okay, now this. This I want to check out. So can I remember where I saved the thing for this? Back indicator. Yes, I think so. It is in the office. Is it mailed to? Okay, cool. So we want off, blue, green, white, red, purple. To get white, we need to turn all of them a specific color first. I just have to remember how to do this again. I think if you've got certain colors next to each other, you get that, right? Not that. What was it? That's blue. There was another piece of the puzzle somewhere else, and that was in the... Let's check quickly. That was... where you get your mail, so it's a mail room. Is it this? No. What nonsense do I have here? Okay. Press any button above to activate blue. So if all of these are green, we've got blue. Okay. Press blue indicator next to a red to get a purple. Okay. To get a purple, okay. Okay, blue next to red. Blue next to red is purple. Blue. How did I do this so quickly last time? Okay, wait, how do you get a blue one? Press a blue indicator. Press any button above to activate blue. Oh, sure. I think that was the way I did it last time. Yeah, it seems like it's... yeah. Okay, and then this one should go purple. Okay, five purple indicators are needed to get the sixth one. Okay, we've got that part sorted, and then I need to go back to the office. Office. There we go. And then we need off, blue, green, white, purple. And I need a white there. Need a red here. Need a purple in the last one. I need a blue there. So that I can make this red and that purple, and then we can make that red, and then we need green, blue, and then off. That's blue and green and then off. What? What is happening? Seriously, this game goes from slow to fast very quickly. What is this? Oh, we're opening up a new place outside. Fascinating. I don't even have to fake excitement at all. This game just keeps on giving us more stuff. Okay, Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to the campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with 2 gemstones. And we can go and excavate that little place there. Was thinking, was there something else to this? I don't think so, but I feel like... Let me just look. Was it something to do with the pumps? I think there was another one we can do, if I remember right. Oh, there is something. Where was that? In the... Bunk room. Bunk room. Okay, so let's check now. See this? Blue? Yeah, but there's no yellow, right? So this one was the recorders. There is a pink, but there's no yellow, right? And there are 6. So I don't think you can reset this. But what would yellow be? So you can get the pinks, and you can get the whites, and you can get the red, and you can get the blue. And what is yellow? I don't know of a way to get yellow yet. And we can't reset this in any way. But I would like to use this here, maybe. It's just the yellow, I'm not sure. But we'll find out. We will find out. And even the last one might even be grey, and that yellow might be white. That's another way it could be set up. But that's for next time. Okay. So... I think that's the only one. There's another one. Is it the pump room? There was another one that was something to do with pumps. Should I just search pump? Yeah, that's not going to give me what I'm looking for. Okay. Ignore that. If I can figure it out again, I'll figure it out. Okay, but we've got... I just want to make sure that is off. Okay, cool. Let's go back in. Okay, I'm gonna go from this side. Can do Rumpus room again. Yeah, I'm thinking Rumpus room again. Oh, I don't have that. I want to do Rumpus room again to see if we can talk to... What was his name? Alakazam? Really forgot his name. And it was like 2 days ago. We can do dark room. And then I can just put the lights back on. Because we're right here. This looks so weird. Oh, that's open. Do that. Man, the way this game just makes stuff come together. Is this now? So this means we're running power from here to all of these rooms. I wonder if that's how you get into the antechamber. You have to power whatever direction you're going to go. I think maybe. Because I haven't been in the antechamber yet. Okay, so we have seen all of these. I'm just checking if there was... Ah! I'm not going to use this, but I'll keep it with me. Keycard. At least I don't think we're going to use it. Don't see anything else. Okay. Let's continue around here. We've got a lot of places to continue. I'm actually surprised because I really thought this was just GG. Chapel. I'm not going to go through the chapel yet because it's going to eat my cash. And gymnasium is off, so we can freely move through there. Look, we've got all of this power running through the house now. Try the passageway, yeah? I can't go to the ballroom, I want to go dancing. Okay, so archives are freaking annoying and I don't want to take them. Whenever you enter ballroom, I don't want to redraw. Let's do furnace. There's at least a dig spot. What is this? Is it because it's been powered that it's got an extra function? Do rooms have extra functions when they are powered? Ooh. Was that a normal key? I think that was a normal key. Didn't feel normal, it felt like super special. I didn't know this. This is so cool. More and more things. Okay, let's go through the gymnasium. At least it's not eating up our steps now. Got an extra key. Don't have a lot of keys though. Aquarium probably. But I don't have that. Should we redraw? Yeah, I think so. It's pretty central. Let's take spare room. I'm gonna go through there yet. And this still doesn't allow me to get there. I don't know. That's very weird. Archives, go away. We kind of need to take archives here. But I don't need to go through it yet. I just need... I don't want to run out of keys. That's my issue. I think this is going to require a key. No, cool, it doesn't. Freaking archive is such a pain in the ass. Pool. No, I don't have. So any place I can get new gems? No. And I just wish I could get inside the cloister to go dig there. We had so many gems and they're already used. See what this is. Oh. Well, that's a way to eat up all of my movements. Should have been more careful. I should have been more careful. But I've never been in the weight room. I think I do have that. So let's explore quick. Damn weight room. Who needs to do weights? You just drained all of my movement. Is this every time? Lose half? Yeah, every time you go through it. That's so painful. Lab now has power. But I still can't get into it. Bedroom at least gives me that. Some steps. Can still not access that. We can go to the pantry. Oh no, I took the wrong one. I don't want to go to the pantry. Let's go to the bedroom. What's this? Car keys. Don't need the car keys. I need the basement key. See, this always seems like it's pointing to something important. Still don't know what though. Yeah, let's go up. Baller. As long as I can get through, that's fine. Oh, we've got some gemstones. If I can figure this out. I wouldn't even be bummed if I don't figure this out. A box next to this box is true. Both boxes next to this box contain gems, which is a lie. Box next to this box contains gems. This one. There we go. Okay, cool. We've got gems, at least. Okay, let's go through. Use. Aquarium. Aquarium might be... Oh, dig spots, dig spots. Coins. I don't need more coins. Give me a key. Fine. I've always wondered if... Wait. I don't have this one yet. Yeah, what is that? It's like a vertebrae and a tree. This is rank 7C1, R7C1. R7C1. So I was wondering if there's something that you could find out by looking at these, but I don't know. Nothing is standing out to me. But they're like replicas of some of the other rooms. What room is this? I'm not even sure. So I'm wondering if they like point something out. Nevertheless. Oh, we've got a key and a gem. Thank you. Yes. Kitchen library. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Sure. I think I would want to go quickly backwards. Also locked. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Oh, we've got a book. We've got a book. We've got a book. History of Orindia. So I did take out the book last time. This book has reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aerie Central Board of Education. Wow, this is... it was very redacted. Forward, the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoy us to abandon our past. Wait, that almost seems like it's meant to be that way. Okay. Agera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name we don't know, first king redacted, whose name Oris, who would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements. Just want to check. Did I take a picture of this? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the stuff redacted, a new kingdom was born, and then redacted whatever the new kingdom's name was. Second era. It was the 4th king, redacted, who split the vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and the heartspring of the kingdom. I just closed that by accident. The eldest accepted the gift of redacted. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storm, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Agera. Why do I keep closing this? A land steeped in tradition. 3rd era. So redacted. 3rd era. As the 2nd era was drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the third era was defined by redacted. And then a lot of redaction. Commerce between the three realms further strengthened their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Why is the middle one redacted? And then we've got a mountain there and what looks like an hourglass there. I wonder if this is where we are. Here's a little note inside. Fourth era. So kingdom, redacted, into the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reign of power. King Desolate III was a redacted king who often was seen redacted drinking. Redacted, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Redacted. Here's an interesting little... This is probably more important than everything we've read so far. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us. Though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrats of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle Redguard. Okay. Can I see this page? Yeah, I can. All of these redactions. Desolates was renowned as the king of redacted. No one, when he made the decision to move redacted something redacted castle and court behind, people were overjoyed by this choice, and redacted were those that viewed the king's conduct to become unbecoming of his redacted common folk. These redacted voices planted the seeds, redacted, which took redacted Grand City Fen. Okay. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolate III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died redacted. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the redacted Prince Leeson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a redacted number of supporters due to the fact that the Desolate IV shared redacted little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Finsurrection. However, so many pages. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once the center of the splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city's streets stained in red. The pacification of Fen. Okay. And then these are seemingly the last pages. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of other battalions, joined forces with Prince Leeson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Leeson himself added another number to the casualties. How even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. There's more? Sorry, my throat is actually getting tired, I think. Okay. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolate III... Yeah, it is. The current era. Today, realms inherited by the three Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Iraja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our people has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and the birch, the span across our realm, serves as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Redacted. That's is not our mountain, but it kind of feels very similar. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and our children. Redacted, redacted. All the reductions. Okay, so that is the history of Arindia. Damn, that was a lot of pages. Can't I just go select all of them and then I can't... You know what? I'm gonna make a new folder because I'm not gonna go and rename all of these. New folder. The history of Arindia. And then I can just place all of them in there. It's too many bloody pages. And then I can move this to library. Cool. We don't have to deal with that. Fantastic. Okay, let me just get this off the screen. Box, crates, and do I have this one? I think so. Let's quickly go check. Drawing puzzles. I do not have this one. So this is... I don't have this one or the previous one, the aquarium. Did I take a picture of the aquarium one? Yes, it's that one. Okay, and then let's get these in here. And then I've got a few extra potential letters. Grab this and grab this. And this is 8C1 or R8C1. Why? I don't... Program, close your shit. And let me just go where I was previously. R8C1. I was just opening some random stuff that I couldn't really close. 8RC1, 2. Okay, cool. I'll organize those later. And I think we can go through here. It is locked, you bum. We can't go through the foundation. Where are all of my special doors? Oh, we're gonna lose all of our steps again. Should I go all the way to the chapel? Or just go through the foundation? Let's just go through the foundation, eh? It's my thinking. Oh no, it's gonna be closed. This isn't gonna be open, right? Yeah, I freaking knew it. Wait, do you only lose steps once going through there? Okay. Oh, we've got a key. Okay, but we can't get power through here, right? So we need somehow to connect. We can buy keys. I don't know what that is. I'm not. And then we can go back to the chapel. We can go through the aquarium. Okay, let's get the locksmith bike keys. Lock kits. Do you think... No, the special key won't open up. I'm thinking... Do we do these or do we get the lock kits? I think lockpick kit and 1 key. It's... I was even thinking the special key, but I'm not sure. Special key isn't gonna open that other place, the basement, either. Okay. Wait, I do not have... Do I have this one? Let's check. I think I have this one. Yeah. Seems to be a U. I was hoping this would come down if we powered that other section, but that seems not to be the case. And we can't just jump down and... say grace. Okay, luckily this doesn't keep on eating up everything. Wait, we've got a few more of these. Get some steps in. How do we solve this? Wait, I don't think I've got this one. What room is this? Give me this, and then give me that. We do not have this. This is rank 6. Rank 6. C4. Rank 6 C4. Okay. And then we go back. I want to go... kind of want to go to the aquarium. See if we can get through there. Still have some steps left. Let me just pull this back in. Allow me to pull this back in. I'm quite sure we're gonna end our run here, unless we're like super lucky. Let's try the lockpick kits. You don't seem to be able to lock. That's fine. Let's see if we can get keys here. We've got, yeah, servant's quarter. Lucky, we've got keys. 1, 2, 3. I do have that. What's this? We can't interact with that. There are 12 major keys. What does that even mean? Okay. Hardly. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has already been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as a subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her, until we meet again, my friend Herbert. Okay. Almost thought that was like a puzzle box. Okay. Oh, here's another letter. This one was thrown away. Mr. Ruoto, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks, while I will be gone, and apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connection seem to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator's control. Admin key. First 4 letters of your last name, followed by my first initial. First and fifth characters should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know the next few days. I'm gonna write this down. Let's get a new page. So it would be first 4 letters of your last name. So that would be UOTA. For Mr. Ruota, and then first 4 letters of your last name, followed by my first initial. My first initial? So that is Babbage's first initial, which I do not know. It's probably on somewhere else. Babbage. First initial. Okay. By first initial, the first and fifth characters should be capitalized. First and fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Capitalize. And this would be admin key, central emergency, and you find yourself central server site. Central server sites. Okay. At least I've got fewer things to do here. And yeah, okay, so this is the servant's quarter, which I have not seen yet. Actually, also forgot to do this with a different room, but I think I didn't do that for the weight room, but whatever. Whatever. This is servant's quarters. And then I need... There are 12 major keys. Do this green notes. So we need a new room, new folder, which is the servant's quarters. Where on earth am I? Rename. Servant's quarters. Honestly, I don't think this this day would go on for so long, but I am happy it did. Move file to servants quarters, and then we've got this would be later. No, 1 later 02, and then later passwords. Move to servants quarters. Okay, those don't need to go anywhere. Fantastic. I have that one, I'm quite sure. So, I don't think that's necessary, but I'm gonna just take a picture of this. That would be rooms. Or like bedrooms. No, it's not necessary bedrooms. There's some other stuff there. No, they're all bedrooms, I think. Except maybe the boudoir. Bedrooms. Let's move. File to servants' quarters. Okay. So where can we still go? We can not go through the... Well, we can go through the library now because we've got keys. So let's go through the library. We don't have any power going through here. Which is unfortunate. Do I want to try my luck on the archived floor plan? Do I just want to freeze stuff? We do have the furnace, so I think that is going to be melted though. I do not want the commissary now, I think the freezer. And then we can go and melt this room to get access to all of these nice little thingies. But we have to go all the way to the furnace, and I kind of want to go to the chapel anyway, because the chapel might, if we are lucky, give us something else. Let's check. Well, let's go to the furnace first. I might run out of steps though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much. We've made a bunch of progress already. And I kind of want to call it because it's been a long day for me. Coin. Oh, we can't get new stuff, right? Until we use the furnace. So I think... Oh, wait. Counter's been thawed. So I think this should also thaw that room, right? Let's go check. I think that's how it works. I haven't tried it like this before. I just found the furnace last time by itself. But the freezer had a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna go check if we can access it. Such a long ass way to get there. No. It's not unfrozen. I would like to unfreeze all of this stuff, but I'm not quite sure how. Bats? I don't think I have this one. Quite sure I don't. We do this. That was 8C2. R8C2. Okay, cool. How did I melt this room last time? There's so many things in here. Look at that. There's a key and there. That looks very important. That looks like the key for the basement. What was that area called? Well, basement. I've got it here as basement door. See that? I think it might be for that. But how do we wait, do we just wait here for everything to unfreeze? Does it just take time? Oh, it might just take time, so... Because this started to unfreeze. Or do we need to unfreeze more stuff? We'll check now. Okay, no. Everything seems to be unfreezing. Okay, cool. But it's just taking some time. Some extra of these. I hope this means we can get into there. Do I have any place I can go and upgrade this? I do. I think we already read this. Revage. Here's another admin key. R-E-V-A-D. Another admin key. And that is also for network servers. Okay, here's another admin key. Which I apparently forgot to write down, but... Hey, what's this? This is the service, right? Okay, but this... weirdly looks like a puzzle. That looks like... No, it can't be. Looks like braille bits, but I clearly am imagining that's freezer. Okay, so that is... What was this called? Server. And this... No, this was the server. What was the other thing? Oh, the other thing that I called server was chess piece. Chess piece, and that was a pawn. And then this was the server. And these two can go... These two can go to the freezer, and then... I think I didn't save this note, because otherwise I would have seen it somewhere. So let's get this note. That's also going to go to note, server, and then key. Move file to... Where are we moving that file to? It is the freezer. My brain is starting to get melted. Needs a freezer. Okay, so there must be a way to increase the heat even further so we can get access to these things, because I don't think it is going up. Which is a bum, but whatever, we got some stuff out of it anyway. I want that looks like a key, right? Okay, I'm just gonna take a photo of this so that I can remember it. Rename frozen key and notes. Move files to freezer. What other room might be able to help increase the heat, I wonder? Okay, so if we want to go out to the chapel, we might run out of steps, but it is what it is. This has been going on a lot longer than I thought it was going to go on. Go through the parlor. And we've got a few steps here. Pantry isn't going to help us. We want to go through the spare room. I'm so glad that doesn't half your movement every time. I mean, what a super strong boy you would be, but still. Can't increase that. So I don't know precisely how to use this power. Okay. Darkroom, chapel. Chapel has more dig sites. We've got more movement. Pebbles. So like... Okay, there's nothing else. Sometimes there's stuff here. I think it collects your coins and then eventually you can come and collect it. We can go through there. Can't interact with this, no. No. Also, I took photos of the other ones. I never took photos of these guys. I don't know if they are important or not. That would be statues. Statues O2. And we can move that to the chapel. I really don't remember that being part of it, but that's whatever. Let's go through here. At least it doesn't lock your keys up. We need a corridor to get through here. And check if there's anything in here. I don't think we have this room. At least the drawings for this room. Actually, this is R6, right? Yeah, that's R6. We don't have the previous room either. I don't see anything there. Okay. R6, C5. Rename. R6, C5. Which one did I delete now? That delete button is right underneath the name button. I hate it so much. R6, C5. I've got the other one. Just this one again. RC6. What? RC6C5. 2. Okay, cool. Adding a little bit more puzzle elements here for me to go over. Okay. Bedroom. I need to go unfreeze my stuff. Let's go to the furnace. I should have done that earlier because this is gonna eat movement, but I need the gemstones. What a waste. But it's okay. You can take the cash, it's fine. Okay, and then bedroom puzzle, which might be a slight bit more difficult. Okay. Start with 10. That is minus, right? So it's 2, 5 is 3. No, that was not... that was incorrect. What is pink again? Oh, my hands are freezing. Okay, pink was multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, that's 13 minus 5 is 7 divided... No, wait. 13... That's 8, sorry. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 times 3 divided... No, 5 times 5 divided by 3. Is it? No, 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25 divided by 3. No. Am I doing this wrong? 6... Pink is pink is multiply, sorry. That's 15 and then divided by 5 is 3. There we go. What key is that? Silver key. Okay. Or we might need to take the silver key. Because otherwise we might not be able to go right. Chamber of Mirrors. I don't care as long as I can go right. What on earth is going on here? Do I press the button? What room is there? What the hell? Okay. Do you need to get into the Chamber of Mirrors from a different... But it only opens up that one. I don't understand. Mirrors. Because I thought maybe if I look in a different direction it might open something else up, but... Wait. I shouldn't have freaking gone through the door, but it's whatever. I don't know if does this place work. It opens up the one across from us, and I can't... Because that one looks the same as ours, right? But... Do I just leave it like that and next time I'm here... we'll hopefully be able to get further into this room. I'm guessing that's what it is. I can't imagine any other way. Unless I am missing something. Okay. I have made lots of progress. I'm gonna call it there. And while I am here, just want to grab this. While I'm here. I don't think... Oh, and these. That is... What room is this? C7... No, it's R7C4. What do I have here? R7C4. R7C4. And this is Chamber of Mirrors. Let's quickly read something here. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in the house. Okay, that's what it does. So I'm guessing you kind of need to get in the other sides to be able to figure out this room. I think so. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna call it the end of the broadcast. I am your host, Pop Sparkle Doom, signing off, and as always, keep on shining.